Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we will explore a very relevant topic in our lives, disappointment. Disappointment is inevitable, but how we respond to it can make a significant difference in the quality of our lives. Before diving into practical tips, let's together explore the concept of disappointment as a natural part of our journey. What makes us disappointed? How do we face it? These questions will be the foundation for our adventure today. However, what makes this journey so intriguing is the inspiration we draw from ancient philosophy, particularly from the Stoics. They were not just philosophers, but wise guides in facing the trials of life. So, let's explore practical tips from the Stoics that can help us overcome disappointment and live wisely. Without further ado, let's begin. 1. Understanding things beyond our control. In Stoic philosophy, this concept is clearly known as the distinction between controllable and uncontrollable. Stoicism teaches us to focus on things truly within our control, such as our attitudes and actions. On the other hand, many aspects of life, like others' opinions, external conditions, or unforeseen events, are considered uncontrollable. Applying this mindset to overcome disappointment requires a paradigm shift. When we realize that not everything is within our control, we free ourselves from unnecessary burdens. For example, if we're disappointed due to unmet expectations, we can reflect on whether those expectations are genuinely within our control. This mindset teaches us to direct our energy toward changes we can make and gracefully accept things beyond our control. Thus, a profound understanding of controllable and uncontrollable forms a strong foundation for dealing with everyday disappointment. 2. Reflection on true values. As humans, these values serve as moral and spiritual guides shaping our identity. Considering these fundamental values when faced with disappointment not only provides direction, but also gives meaning to the challenging experience. Stoicism encourages us to ask ourselves, what truly matters to me? What do I consider as truth and goodness? Examples of Stoic teachings that help formulate these values can be found in concepts like wisdom, justice, courage, and acceptance. Stoicism teaches that through reflection and actions aligned with these values, we can find tranquility in facing disappointment. For instance, Stoic courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in line with our cherished values despite obstacles or disappointments. By contemplating these true values, we can confront disappointment with wisdom and integrity, guiding us through tough journeys with a sturdy moral foundation. 3. Patience and inner tranquility practices. The Stoics believed that training oneself to be patient and maintain inner tranquility is key to balancing disappointment. One frequently practiced Stoic exercise is prosoche, or self-awareness. This involves continuous monitoring of our thoughts and emotional reactions. By being aware of and observing our mental states, we can prevent impulsive responses to disappointment. Another Stoic exercise is premeditatiomalorumm, reflecting on possible future adversities. This isn't to cultivate fear, but to mentally prepare ourselves and build resilience against potential disappointments. How can we apply these exercises in daily life? Set aside time each day for reflection, examining your thoughts and emotions. Practice mindfulness in facing daily events, and allow yourself to absorb experiences without overly quick reactions. Through these exercises, Stoicism teaches us to control our emotional reactions, strengthen inner tranquility, and respond to disappointment with greater wisdom. Thus, we can build a strong mental foundation to face life's challenges. 4. Emotion control and wise responses. The Stoics taught that controlling negative emotions is key to achieving inner peace and wisdom in facing disappointment. A primary strategy employed in Stoicism is apatheia, a state where one attains freedom from excessive emotional disturbances. This doesn't mean becoming emotionless, but rather controlling emotions so they don't dominate or disrupt our balance. One way to achieve apatheia is through prosoche, or self-awareness, as discussed earlier. By understanding and controlling emotional reactions, we can respond to disappointment calmly and rationally. Stoicism also introduces the concept of eudaimonia, a deeper and enduring state of happiness achievable through wisdom and ethics. In the context of disappointment, responding wisely according to Stoic teachings means looking beyond the event. Consider the long-term impact and true values in determining your response. By understanding that disappointment is a part of life and that we can control our emotional reactions, we can respond wisely and maintain inner peace. This forms a strong foundation for achieving eudaimonia and living a meaningful life. 5. Acceptance of fate and human limitations. Stoicism teaches that we must understand that not everything is within our control, and there are forces beyond our will. The concept of fate calls us to contemplate life's uncertainty and realize that sometimes unwanted events are part of our journey. Acceptance of human limitations is also at the core of this teaching. Stoicism teaches that we can't control everything, and there's wisdom in acknowledging that we are vulnerable and limited beings. This is not an admission of weakness, but a wise step to alleviate disappointment. How can this perspective ease disappointment and bring inner peace? By understanding that there are limits to our control, and acknowledging that fate plays a role in our lives, we can release the burden of overly high expectations. This acceptance helps us not be overly affected by disappointment and live more openly. Through acceptance of fate and human limitations, Stoicism teaches that we can find inner peace. When we appreciate each moment as part of a larger journey, disappointment no longer becomes a heavy burden. Instead, we can move forward with a wise attitude, knowing that life is a combination of what we control and what we accept gracefully. In responding to disappointment, adopting the wisdom of ancient Stoics can be a solid foundation for navigating life's journey. The 5 practical tips they taught are not just philosophical perspectives, but concrete guidelines in facing challenges and uncertainties. I hope this video is useful and interesting for you. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next video.